Hello and welcome to another edition of Conspirator Brock's Pull List. This is my pull list for the week of October 7th, 2020. My video is going up a little bit late today on this new comic book day due to the fact that we just had the vice presidential debates between Kamala Harris and Mike Pence. And as a lot of you have probably already heard, there was a lot of back and forth. It was more of a debate than anything else. Unlike the one that happened before, and there was a fly, and the fly was pretty funny. So yeah, but you're not here for that. You're here for my pull list of what I'm getting every week in comic books. So yeah, but let's get right to it. First up, we have finally back. I'm super excited for it. It's been a while since we've had something from this universe, so to speak, and that is American Vampire number 1976 by Scott Snyder. Art by Raphael Albuquerque, or Albuquerque. I'm screwed. I'm horrible with names. American Vampire, if you haven't read it, it is an amazing piece of work. Scott Snyder penned just a beautiful vampire Americana story that just really is just an amazing piece that a lot of people I don't think appreciate enough. So I highly recommend you go track down the original American Vampire stuff and read it, but it is super great. So yeah, American Vampire, check it out. Next up we have a Batman number 100. Batman hits the 100 mark this week, and it has a pseudo wraparound cover. I'll show you the back there. The back is the Joker side and the front is the Batman side. It doesn't actually go over because there's just a black line as the center. But this is supposed to be the conclusion of the Joker War story arc, so I'm really super excited to see what happens there. Tyrion IV has done an amazing job with what's been with Batman, and I'm really digging it. The artwork's been fantastic. It's just super great. The tie-ins are okay. A lot of times Batman crossovers with the Bat Family books, the tie-ins are a little and a lot of people just don't remember the events and the tie-ins, but this one, people might remember a couple things, but we'll see. But Batman 100, super cool stuff. Next up we have Batman The Adventures Continue, number 5. Remember, this stuff continues the stuff from Batman the Animated Series. Really fun stuff, really cool. Just if you like that, go for it. I'm checking it out because Paul Dini's writing it, and I love Paul Dini, so yeah. Next up is Deceased Dead Planet number 4. Looks like we got some serious heavy hitters going on here, so we'll see what goes on with introducing the new god to the Deceased universe. Tom Taylor's done a fantastic job on that, the DC vampire book, or sorry, zombie book, I should say. And yeah, you definitely should check out Deceased. I have not yet read the digital first stuff that he's doing for the Deceased story arc that's going on currently. I'm kind of waiting for it to come in physical form. So yeah, so if anybody's out there reading that stuff, leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know if you're liking it and digging it. Next up, from G. Willow Wilson, we have The Dreaming Waking Hours, number 3. What can I say? The Dreaming is Sandman universe stuff. It's fun. I love how other creators have come in and kind of played in the Sandman sandbox, so to speak. Yeah, G. Willow Wilson's done a fantastic job on this instance of The Dreaming. Next up we have Far Sector number 8. I've been enjoying Far Sector. It's really good. N.K. Jemisin has done a really great job with the character, and I cannot wait to see where it goes. Next up is Horizon Zero Dawn number 3. Oh, love Horizon Zero Dawn. It's so fun. This is the Peach Momoka cover for the main cover. But yeah, the story's okay. Again, I really loved the video game, so I'm just continuing the mythos, reading this. But yeah, you should definitely check it out if you like the video game. Next up is Justice League number 54, another Dark Knight's death metal tie-in. I need to get caught up on my death metal and my in my reading. I have a few of those one-shots to read and a couple of the Justice League books. So got to get to it. Next up is special for one specific character, and that's Legend of the Swamp Thing Halloween Spectacular. I like getting these little spectaculars or 80-page giant things that they do. This one's a 48-page giant, but because it gives creators a chance to really explore things, be it a theme, be it a character, so on and so forth. So yeah, so I snagged that one up, and I can't wait to check it out. Next up is one I got for my son, and that is Star Wars Adventures, renumbered at #1. This is the variant cover. The main cover, my son loves Vader, so I had to pick up this one. But yeah, definitely Star Wars Adventures is something that he enjoys sporadically, but he does enjoy it. But if your kid is a Star Wars fan, I do recommend you pick it up for them. Next up is a relaunch, kind of, but with something different, and that is The Walking Dead Deluxe #1. This is Walking Dead colored. So they're going through and re-releasing the entire, as far as I know, the entire Walking Dead series, 193 issues, each in color. So yeah, so if you haven't read Walking Dead because it was black and white, now's your chance to hop on and read it. I've read it, so I'm actually going to check out these colored versions and see if they're worth getting. If they're worth getting, then maybe I'll collect myself a run of The Walking Dead Deluxe, which, you know, it's fine by me. It's a collection of it. I already have the trades, but yeah. So, Walking Dead, you can get a colored version. Next up is one that I was actually surprised that I really enjoyed it, but I'm super stoked that it's now on my pull list, and that is Al Ewing's We Only Find Them When They're Dead #2. Definitely recommend you check out at least issue 1 to see if it's up your alley. It's pretty cool stuff. The premise is pretty interesting. The things that are dead are gods, and they are harvested for parts. So if you follow the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's kind of what they were doing in Nowhere with that Celestial head. But it really looks to be an interesting topic. Your store, local store, hopefully ordered extra copies of #1 because it was a returnable item. So be on the lookout at your shop, grab a copy, read #1, see if you like it. If your shop did not do that, head over to comicsconspiracy.biz. We got plenty of copies of #1 if you want to give it a try. We do mail order, so we do ship it out to you. So head on over there and check it out. Next up is a facsimile edition, and that is the facsimile edition for the 1987 Wonder Woman. Can't wait to dive into this bad boy. I've never actually read it, but I wanted to kind of get a feeling for where Perez was going with the Wonder Woman at the time, with writing from Potter. So we'll see. That's really funny. It's Potter, Perez, and Patterson. The 3 Ps on Wonder Woman. And finally on my pull list is Young Justice #19. Yeah, Young Justice is just a fun, quirky title. You know, Bendis is doing a good job with it. I'm enjoying it. It's great. I did pick up some variant covers this week. I did grab the variant cover for American Vampire #1, 1976. And I grabbed the blank cover for American Vampire 1976. Because American Vampire is good. Batman 100 came with some variant covers. I snagged this one up, and I snagged the one in, I think, 25 variant in his new armor suit or whatever it is. And of course, I grabbed the blank cover, which isn't really blank. It's got a bunch of bats on it, so you know, who knows. Of course, in sticking with the theme of getting all the variants as I'm going, I gotta find a spot to put all these because the stack's gonna start falling. Oh, give me a second. Speaking of variant covers and getting all of them, Deceased Dead Planet #4. I got the zombified cover of Black Canary Green Lantern, and of course I got the movie poster variant there as well. Far Sector had a pretty cool one, so I decided to snag that one up for issue 8. Horizon Zero Dawn, of course, had a wraparound game. This is a wraparound one. It's a game art cover. So there's the one in the back has Eloy on it, or Aloy, yeah, Aloy. But that's the wraparound cover for Horizon Zero Dawn, and then the Loish cover is the next cover for Horizon Zero Dawn. So I snagged that one up. Justice League #54 had a variant for as well, so I snagged that one. Walking Dead, the Deluxe #1, had a bunch of variants as well. I didn't pick them all up, but I picked up the ones I liked. I picked up the the one that's basically the regular cover of the first one, but you know, all good. And then I picked up the blank cover as well. And We Only Find Them When They're Dead, and number 2 had a pretty cool variant cover, so I snagged that one up as well. And then Francis Manipool did a fantastic one for Young Justice where they're taking a group photo, and I thought that one was really, really cool. So that's it for my pull list, the individual titles that I brought home this week. I did grab a couple graphic novels. One is for me and the others are for my kids. I picked up the Super Sons Book 3, Escape to Landis. This is the DC Kids series. This is the first one that came out, which is the Super Sons one. I really enjoyed the first 2. I finally got a chance to sit down and read them, so I can't wait to check out this one. But it's a really cool, really fun. The kid stuff and the teen stuff, DC is knocking out of the park. So if you have a kid in your life or a teen in your life, high train, then you know, definitely think of getting them these for reading material because they're really fun. I did pick up Avengers Assemble, kind of scholastic book that came out this week, and that's Avengers Assemble Orientation. It's one of those mixed media, I guess, books where if you look through it, it's got like text pages, but then it's also got like graphic art, novel art. So it's one of those combo books. But definitely grabbed it for my daughter or my son to read. So yeah, maybe I'll check it out and enjoy it. And finally, the last one on the graphic novel thing is the Mr. Miracle Deluxe Edition. Oh my God, it's here. It's amazing. It's big. It's giant. Look at this thing. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it. I've actually purchased Mr. Miracle in single issue format, both covers each time. I've bought the Barnes & Noble variant for the trade paperback. I've bought the hardcover, regular size hardcover. I've bought the digital trade paperback on Comixology, and now I've bought the Mr. Miracle Deluxe Edition. It's amazing, it's fantastic, and I should technically just go out and buy the regular trade because I'm a sucker and I have to have everything Mr. Miracle because Tom King and Mitch Gerads did a fantastic job on the series. Again, if you haven't read this book, go pick this up, whether it's this deluxe hardcover, whether it's the soft cover, whether it's you track down single issues digitally. However, go get it. It's really, really good stuff. Can't recommend it anymore. I did grab one special order this week, and that is one of the gallery figures. And I got the Catwoman, the purple suit, the one that was made famous by Jim Valiant. So that's it right there. It's the 90s one. We have a running joke at our shop that no gallery figure comes undamaged, except the Catwoman ones always come damaged. So the previous Catwoman one I have, that came damaged and we had to wait for a replacement. This one I didn't really mind the ding too much on the box, but yeah, we got 2 of them. The other box was destroyed. Virtually. So yeah, but that's it for this week. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're picking up. Any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below. The internet's a crappy place most of the time, so be nice over there, or down there in the comment section. You can listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast. We haven't actually recorded yet this week due to the fact that Ryan got a bout of vertigo yesterday. And so I had to go in and pick up the shipment from another store that we share shipping with. I picked up our books from them, and then I had to go to the shop and process them with Marshall. And we were there until almost 8:30 because I didn't get there till 3 with the books. And we would normally start processing books at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays. But alas, couldn't do it. I wasn't there to record. So we're recording Thursday night. So our next episode will be Thursday night. There'll be a link in the description below for it. So check it out there. But before that, there will be just a general link to our podcast. You can help me and my fellow conspirators out through Patreon at www.patreon.com/comicsconspiracy. For as little as $1 a month, you help us with hosting fees and getting products. So thank you very much to all of our Patreon backers. It helps out immensely, and it just shows your support of what we do. You can help me out a little more directly by buying anything through an Amazon link here or at conspiratorbrock.com, as well as if you head over to any of my eBay page, you can buy stuff from there. I had a fun dealing with the United States Postal Service in that one of the packages I sent to an eBay customer has been bouncing around the state of California for 2 months. So it's finally heading to its proper destination now. So yeah, wonderful stories. But yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. And that's it for this week's pull list. Have a good one.